Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Mr. Boskin Does Some Math. Today we are doing Illustrative Math Grade 8, Unit 5, Lesson Number 8, Practice Problems. First problem here says two cars drive on the same highway in the same direction. The graphs show distance, d, as a function of time, t. Which car drives faster? Well, this is distance, this is time. The axes are labeled. If we look at one length of time, car B has gone further than car A. Which car drives faster? B. How do you know? It has gone more distance in the same amount of time, or it has a steeper slope. Okay, next question. Two car services offer to pick you up and take you to your destination. Service A charges 40 cents to pick you up and 30 cents for each mile of your trip. Service B charges $1.10 to pick you up and charges C cents for each mile of your trip. Match the services. So, Service A is 40 cents to pick you up. Service B is $1.10 to pick you up. So, that looks about 40% of the way between 0 and 1. So this is A. And this one is $1.10, that's just over $1. So that's Service B. Okay. Service B, the additional charge per mile greater or less than 30 cents per mile. So, this one, we know, is 30 cents for each mile. Is this one more or less? Well, that line is shallower. That line is less steep, lower slope, so that is less than. Less than 30 cents per mile because it has a shallower slope. Okay, what's next? Kieran and Claire like to race each other home from school. They run at the same speed, but Kieran's house is slightly closer to school than Claire's house. On a graph, their distance from home in meters is a function of the time when they begin the race in seconds. As you read the graph left to right, would the lines go up or down? So we're looking at distance from their home in meters. So if we're looking at distance from their home, and they're racing each other from home to school, they are going away from home, which means their distance from home would be going up. So those lines are going up. What is different about the lines representing Kieran's run and Claire's run? So, they're racing from home to school. They run at the same speed. What is different about the lines? Kieran's house is closer. And because Kieran's house is closer, they both start out. They're racing from home to school. They both start out the same distance from their home. They both start out 0 meters away from their home because they start out at home. What's different about the lines? Kieran's line ends sooner. because Kieran is closer, so Kieran will get to the school and stop running sooner. What is the same about the lines? The y-intercept is the same because they both have a y-intercept of 0 because they both start at their home 0 meters from their home. What else is the same? The slope is the same because they are running at the same speed. Write an equation for each line. Okay, green and blue are horizontal or vertical, so they are y equals a number or x equals a number. Green is horizontal, which means the y value is always the same, and y is always equal to -2. Blue is vertical, so the x value is always the same. The x value is always equal to 5. Now, which one do we want to do next? Let's do the black one. Y equals mx plus b. The y-intercept is -6, so the b is -6. The m, the slope, it looks like we go up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. Slope is 2. Now, I'm going to do red. Why do you think I'm doing red next? Well, that's because red has the same slope as black. So I already know it's going to start out with y equals 2x. How do I know it's the same slope? Those two lines are parallel. Up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. What's the y-intercept? Looks like +5 plus 5 is our b. Now the last one is my favorite color. Yellow line, y equals, oop, that one's going down. I know the slope is going to be negative. Slope looks like we go down 3 over 1, down 3 over 1, down 3 over 1. Y equals -3x, so y-intercept is 5 again, plus 5. Okay, that's the last one for today. This has been another episode of Mr. Boskin Does Some Math. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.